one of the most surprising things that I learned when I was growing up was that geese are pretty crazy animals. I mean, they like to attack people and they are quite big animals. So a game released back in 2019 on Game Pass caught my eye. I decided to give it a go and I love the concept. So now that I am trophy hunting several games, I decided to play it once again to get the platinum on it. The game has a total of 25 trophies, and yes, this time I made sure that the game contained the platinum. Sorry about that again. I'm looking at you, brothers. Also, special thanks to the channel Square One Games. His video guides helped me a lot with the speedrun parts of the game. Anyway, let's start trophy hunting, shall we?
Let's go!
On the opening area of the game, we had to make sure to lock the groundskeeper outside of the garden, granting us the first trophy of the game. After this, we also had to manually push a cabbage all the way down to a picnic. So after trying multiple times to get the thing out of the garden through a little hole on the bush, I was finally able to get it to the destination, and that popped the second trophy for us. We then had to start the speedrun of the level, so we had to go all Sonic on the groundskeeper, and we were able to steal his radio, play some tunes, steal his keys, get the radio, a pumpkin, and some other stuff ready for the picnic. The goose went crazy and also stole a hat, which we used to distract the groundskeeper, so in the meantime we also were able to take the rack and get it wet. After this, we completed our picnic and finally we were able to hit some fingers, granting us 2 trophies, one for completing the area and one for doing it under 7 minutes. And we pretty much have to repeat that process on the next 3 levels, as the last one does not have a speedrun trophy on it. The goose then made its way to the high street, where we managed to make someone buy back their own stuff, granting us another trophy, and following the evil path of chaos that the goose was creating, we also made a boy trip on the puddle for the next trophy of the game. And that boy also helped us get the owner of the TV shop outside of the building, so we decided to take an umbrella inside and open it. I don't really get why this is called unlucky, but feel free to explain it to me on the comments. And yeah, we obviously got another trophy for doing that. On this part of the game we had to distract the lady that was having the sale on the street, and by doing so, we were able to grab a bunch of vegetables and make the scales go ding, giving us the next trophy. After completing, let's say, the basic objectives of the area, we then got access to an open garage door, which we needed for our next trophy, managing to get the boy trapped inside the garage. So first we got the trophy for completing the area, and then I noticed that the trophy for trapping the boy was not showing, so after trying multiple times, I noticed that the boy has to hit the door so the game can count it as being trapped. So we did that, and we got that beautiful sound that we love, completing all the trophies of the song.
Okay.
For the speedrun, we started by getting ourselves on TV. We made the boy buy his plain toy bag from the lady, and we used this time to start grabbing stuff out for the shopping cart. We took advantage of the garage and we were able to trap the shop lady multiple times, which gained us a lot of precious time. Time that we used to swap the glasses of the boy and finishing the shopping list. So at the end of the area, we just had to take a bite of the lady's broom, breaking it and granting us the speedrun trophy for the area. For the next trophy, we had to gather some accessories from all around the 2 first areas. So after going back and forth, we got some of the items in place, and the goose also managed to catch a hat mid-air, which granted us a new trophy. The lady from the back gardens also used the accessories on a post from her garden, so that's how we got the last regular trophy of the area. Next, we just had to complete the regular objectives as always, and by doing so, we unlocked the next area, starting then our speedrun for the back gardens. And I must admit,
it's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever heard.
This part took much longer than I anticipated. I found myself caught in a loop, trying various paths and items with no success. Despite completing the area and earning the regular trophy, the elusive speedrun achievement remained out of reach. Even after verifying I had ample time remaining, I couldn't crack it. It wasn't until I consulted a video guide that I pinpointed the crucial missing step. So, on the last try, we managed to steal a sleeper, a pipe, a hat, and some glasses, which we tried to get to the other side of the garden, managing to finally get through with the pipe to the statue from earlier. So we then used the time to hide a statue from the garden, made the old man spill his tea, and stole a bar of soap. The goose also managed to steal some clothing from the lady, and while doing this, she also managed to cut off a prize rose from the garden. We then finished the decoration of the statue, grabbed the last piece of clothing and did some washing, posing after this as a statue, granting us a ribbon, and finally stealing a fancy base to get to the speedrun trophy. And as you can see, I was pretty excited about it. For the next trophy, we had to take a box all the way back to the back gardens. And there was more. We also had to take a soccer ball as well. And just like with the cabbage, we had to take our time to be able to roll it around and finally get it where we were supposed to have it. The goose then jumped inside the box and got thrown over the fence, granting us a new trophy, so we then shifted our attention to trying to score a goal with the ball from before. It was hard, but at the end we managed to do it, and it popped a new trophy. After our amazing goal, we managed to get the ribbon once again, and this time we had to take the long way to the pub so we don't lose it. By doing this, we managed to perform in front of some ladies, which granted us another trophy, and the goose decided to cause a little bit more chaos after this, so we managed to steal the hat of an old man that was just trying to sit around, getting us closer to the platinum of the game. The goose was also pretty curious in a toy boat, so we decided to take it out for a swim, granting us another trophy, so we then completed the to-do list and we unlocked the last speedrun of the game. The goose started to set up the table for a dinner. After this, we scared the old man, unlocking the regular pub trophy. We then had to perform once again in front of the ladies. We then had to grab a chair from the old man before he was able to sit down, and this part was weird. The old man kept catching us before we could grab it, but after multiple times we finally managed to get him on the ground with just 2 minutes left for the speedrun. So the goose grabbed every missing item for the table, and after this, we just had to steal the toy boat one more time, finally watching the speedrun trophy pop up on top of the screen. The last trophy of the game that had to do with collecting stuff was pretty easy. We just had to gather 5 flowers from between all the areas. We did that and popped the trophy, and after this, we just had to complete the game. So the goose decided that it would be a very good idea to steal a very important bell from the town. We got chased by everybody around, but we managed to finally escape, threw the bell with the rest of our collection, and got the trophies for completing the game as well as the platinum, completing just like that this game at 100%. I really enjoyed this game when it first came out, and the platinum was fun as well. I had a great time. I really hope that you guys liked it, so I'm gonna catch you on the next video. Adios!